everyone. Top of the morning to you. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I am Meghan Lamontagne, and welcome to Last Night On.
Hi guys, how's it going? It is Jack here. As you know, what a great piece of TV we had last night. And obviously, happy St. Paddy's Day to all my Irish fellow out there. It's a pleasure.
I was trying to do an Irish accent, but it just didn't work.
She was trying to do it earlier, and it was okay.
It was okay. I have to work on it. I have to work on it.
What's the one thing you can say? Just do it. Just do it.
Go to my Lucky Charms. They're magically delicious. Anywho,
if anyone can do better than that.
Moving forward, we are going to be talking about the premiere of Dancing with the Stars last night. It was epic, so fantastic, and also
it was horrendously brilliant.
Yes,
that's how
as Jack would put it. We're also going to be chatting about the finale of Eye Candy, which was juicy.
Juicy. And oh, sorry, finally, I got to watch last night. I always watch the late night show with Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel live, and now I'm going to start doing a Fallon versus Kimmel. I want to know who your favourite is. Obviously, we have our favourite. She's a Fallon fan. I'm torn between the two sometimes, but last night I did have a favourite. So let us know who your favourite is, Fallon or Kimmel. I'm going to end up saying Fallon or Camel soon. It's going to happen. I'm going to mix it up.
It gets confusing. Two Jimmys on late night. Okay, so Dancing with the Stars opened up, and I have to say, I wasn't too impressed with the dancing. Some people were great. Obviously, the gymnast, Nastia, is amazing. But I want to talk first and foremost about Charlotte McKinney. Those boobs are just out of control. Out of control. Jack, from a guy's perspective, do you love it or do you hate it?
From the neck down, she's a wonderful piece of creation. But besides that, what's she got going for her? She can eat burgers and look sexy at the same time. Well done, honey. She can't dance for shit to save her life. She was a huge pain in the ass. All she could talk about were how her boobs were annoying. And she just, to be honest, was the epitome of an annoying little blonde. And I was like, nah. Bored, don't need to see you anymore, on to next week.
Right, yeah, I definitely don't think that she's going to last very long at all.
Not at all.
So good luck, Charlotte, but we probably
good luck, Charlotte.
Be seeing
good
you
luck,
next week.
And I feel bad because Leo, her partner's a very great dancer. I think he's brilliant, Leo, one of the dance instructors, but tough shit.
That's just the name of the game. That's just the name of the game. Sometimes you're going to get paired with a bad partner, you're going to get paired with a good partner. But you, my friend,
could not get worse than Charlotte McKinney.
But you loved Patti LaBelle. She was fantastic.
Patti LaBelle was so elegant and graceful. She almost, this is probably going to sound the stupidest thing ever. She almost reminded me of my own grandma.
Oh, yeah,
honestly,
no,
I was sitting there watching her
great.
and I was like, she looks so happy up there. Did she say 70? Did you say she was 70 years old?
Yeah, 70.
And she just looked so full of life. She looked so happy to be up there. She looked like it was really fulfilling.
I always get so
nervous.
nervous.
Me happy.
And it was great. I always just get so nervous because they always have like the older person on the show, and like once you're done dancing and then you have to have an interview, like Jack and I hyperventilate.
We struggle walking up the stairs.
Coming up these stairs to get to the studio.
4 flights of stairs to come up here, and we're like, when we get up.
So never mind having someone that's 70 years old dancing and then having an interview afterwards. So they're always like breathing pretty heavy, and I'm like, we're gonna lose them. We're gonna lose them.
Patti Belle's just gonna stop at one moment.
I get very nervous. But I think she will go far. But the one couple I did want to talk about that is kind of a controversy for me. Bachelor Chris, better dancer than I thought, so props to that. But
better dancer than you thought.
I did. I really thought he was a good dancer. But he and Whitney, his dance partner, not Whitney, his new fiance, I felt some sparks flying. I think Chris is a little hussy.
I think, yeah. Even, I can't remember, the host even said how Chris, the only bachelor to ever kiss every contestant on the show was Chris, and now that, I just feel like that's going to cause such issues between him and real Whitney, who he married, because they're talking about him constantly.
I know. Well, Whitney won last season, and she's gorgeous, and she seemed very excited to be paired with Chris. So,
well, they were saying how Chris was just throwing her around pretty much, because he's huge, isn't he? He's got to be like
big.
He's got to be 6'3", 6'4", and he's a big dude, and she is nothing.
Yes.
All 5'3" of her, and he was literally just throwing her around the dance floor. Bless him.
I know.
But no, I thought they were cute together. They were really well together.
I know we have so much to talk about. We could talk about all these things forever. You loved Michael Sam.
Yeah.
I did not think he could dance, but props to him for being on the show.
Hey, he could dance. That guy was moving his hips. I'm not gonna lie though. Even I think it was Cherry Ann, what's the judge's name?
Carrie Ann and Abba.
She's the one that mentioned that he doesn't have to stick his ass out his bum, sorry mum, doesn't have to stick his bum out the whole time, and that made me laugh because, and he had this smile plastered on his face, and I felt sorry for him, but the guy's an athlete, and to go from athlete into dancing was probably such a huge change for him. To like be this mean football player all the time to now go into this dancer.
Supposedly take dancing lessons. So
yeah, I know. A lot of soccer players.
I thought he would be a little bit better.
Yeah.
But really quickly, my favorite was Noah Galloway. Oh my gosh, is he sexy?
I feel like he's going to be America's new heart.
Look at him, and his story's so inspirational. Yeah. I texted Jack last night. I was like, I have tears in my eyes. I have tears. Like,
well, it wasn't so much that. It was more like, I love him so much, I'm crying.
Okay, true story. That did happen.
No, but I thought he did so well. Obviously, he made all the judges emotional with the fact that he does have 2 missing limbs. I mean, that is a huge achievement for a guy to come out on a show like Dancing with the Stars. And for Shana Burgess, who high five repping the English talent over there, she did, I think she's probably Irish by nature actually, but she did wonderful to actually create a piece like that with someone who is so, well, I was going to say, what's the word I'm looking for? Limited. Who's someone so limited.
She did such a good job choreographing. She did a great job. Really quick, Rumor Willis, I think, could go really far in the competition. Okay, yeah, and we'll wrap it up.
Rumor Willis was great. We need to move on, but watch Rumor Willis's performance. She did very
fantastic. Yes. Okay, so Eye Candy season finale last night. Oh my gosh,
it was like a fresh orange. It was that juicy. It was so good.
It was that good. So Jake ends up admitting to Lindy that he is the flirtual killer, and he's just being all creepy about it. You end up finding out the reason why he's obsessed with perfection.
Because his dad was a lunatic as well.
Yes, his dad was crazy. He said one day he's going to find the perfect girl and then killed himself. And then, yeah, so that was pretty crazy. But the biggest shocker of the night was Sarah, Lindy's sister, is in fact still alive. And that entire kidnapping was staged. Planned.
It was all planned.
It was planned.
We started watching the first few episodes and we were like, what is going on? And then we completely forgot about the kidnapping.
Yes.
So I thought they did great there. Literally, everyone forgot about, well, you don't really forget about the kidnapping, but they had no tie together.
Right.
And it was like, how?
I know.
And that was how it was.
You know, it props to MTV because they really set up season 2
they did a really good job.
And I'm excited now for season 2. So if you haven't watched Eye Candy, watch it.
Start watching it. And MTV did good. Well done, MTV.
Yes.
For a good show.
Yeah, it's definitely a good show because I don't be like, hey, I'm going to go home and watch some MTV. Like, I honestly don't do that.
It's never the first thing that I choose.
It's never. So fill me in on late night.
Fallon, we had Jimmy Fallon last night and Jimmy Kimmel live. Jimmy Fallon was my favourite for the evening. He actually did, probably from the beginning of the show, which made me laugh the most, was his message to aliens in their native tongue. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Honestly, it was the funniest thing ever. Jimmy Fallon just blows me away every time. His guests on the show of the evening were Jim Parsons from the Big Bang Theory, apologies guys. Miles Teller from his latest film, you're going to see him in the Insurgent series, you're going to see him in the Divergent series. And who was his last one? Wiz Khalifa and a guy named Charlie, I don't know if it's Puth or Puth, or I'm not sure how he likes to say it, but I'm going to start off with their performance for a start. Wiz Khalifa and Charlie Puth had an absolutely incredible performance. If you haven't seen it, go see it yet. Miles Teller, ladies, Megan, I was saying you earlier, we get to see him shirtless. He's in a brand new role where he has to get extremely ripped, and he's done a very good job, so ladies, go check that out. And last but not least, they all played a catchphrase game together, and Miles Teller was on point.
Oh, I love when Fallon plays games. It's so funny.
But Jim Parsons with Jimmy Fallon was brilliant. Them two together were, like, useless. Absolutely useless. They had no hope in that game. But Wiz Khalifa and Miles Teller were just like bang, bang, bang. They just read each other. It was great.
And then Kimmel is in Austin.
Kimmel's down in Austin, which is great. And look at all that food. He made a list yesterday of all the stuff that he's eaten since he was in Austin. It was Friday he got there, Saturday, Sunday. That's 3 days. And then Monday if he was still there. But they would have shot it on Sunday or Monday. They would have shot it. He listed a good, like, 10 different places where he'd eaten, if not 15. I need to go to Austin because the stuff that he was talking about sounds incredible. That food, apparently, what did he say? Kevin Hart was there, and Kevin Hart was one of his main guests, and Kevin Hart went and exercised at one of the local football teams. And Kimmel said a great joke how Kevin Hart is the first person to ever go to Austin and to lose weight by exercise.
That's hilarious.
So
yeah,
I'm excited
it looks
to go to
like
Austin.
some great barbecue.
Megan, you're gonna have to take me down to Austin. We'll have some fun.
We'll go to Austin. We'll take care of it. All right. Well, I am so excited for Dancing with the Stars, and we will have more for you next week, same time, same place, next Tuesday. Tweet us. #LastNightOn, subscribe to thestream.tv, and we will see you next week.
Take care, guys.